The devil hopes you scroll before you hear this because I'm about to expose his secret weapon.
Hold on a second. I'm torn because the devil wants me to scroll, and the devil has never been bad to me. So should I just let this go and not learn what they aren't telling you? Or should I keep listening and find out what the devil's secret weapon is? Oof. I mean, I don't really want to piss the devil off and watch this, but at the same time, his secret weapon, I gotta know, right? I typed in what they aren't telling you this time, and I'm reacting to videos of whatever comes up from what they aren't telling you on YouTube, so we can find out what they aren't telling you. I don't know who they is. We're letting YouTube guess what they I'm talking about. And apparently, this is what the Bible's not telling me about his secret weapon? We gotta watch this together. I'm Joseph March, also known as the Psycho Sorcerer. We're down. We're gonna find out about his secret weapon, guys.
Weapon that he's been using since the very beginning. Have you ever noticed how the devil got Adam and Eve to focus on the one tree they couldn't eat from?
That's right. It was totally the devil that did that. It wasn't God who said, hey, there's one thing you can't do. Do you have kids? The last thing you want to do is say there's one thing you can't do and outline it and make it sound fun. Because they're just going to do that when you turn your back. That's just normal.
Trees everywhere. Fruit that probably doesn't even exist anymore. I like blueberries, but I can't even imagine the blueberries back then, bro.
You think the blueberries were better back then? Like, if you look at the way that fruits have been changed over the years, the way that we've selectively bred the different trees and fruits and everything else in order to make our stuff sweeter and sweeter and sweeter. That's why we have sugar problems now, dude, is because we've made everything way sweeter than it was originally. Stuff back in the past tasted like hammered ass.
I mean, they had perfect weather. They had no bills. They had no rent.
How do you know God didn't take rent? How do you know there were no bills? You think the Garden of Eden was just like do whatever you want? You think that because it says that in one line in a book? Go back there and see what it was like when they had these actual hanging gardens back in Babylon and the king got to use them and all the other people were servants having to keep up with them. You think the time they spend keeping those gardens nice is not work and labor that they aren't paid for? Where's the payment going? It's rent. It's bills.
They were living in literal paradise. And
were they?
The devil tempted them. He got them to focus on the one tree that they couldn't eat from.
Oh, yeah, he did that.
Does today. If you focus on what you're missing what you have. You could have 999 blessings, but the devil will get you to focus on that one thing.
You got 99 blessings, but a bitch ain't one.
That you don't have. Listen, there's somebody out there in a Ferrari who wishes they had a private jet. There's somebody behind the Ferrari in a Honda Civic who's like, man, if only I had a Ferrari.
Dude, a Honda Civic is a good car. I drove a Honda Civic for 10 years.
Somebody behind the Honda Civic on a bike who's like, man, if only I had a car to get around with, I'll take a Honda Civic. There's somebody at the bus stop looking at the dude on the bike like, man, if only I had a bike.
People want shit they don't have. Welcome to the world. Where are we going with this?
If only I had money to pay for the bus.
Where's the devil's secret weapon?
Hospital bed who's looking out the window and sees the homeless man like, man, if only I could be homeless. I wish I could move my legs again, bro. And there's somebody in hell.
I feel like they're still not like if only I could be homeless.
Who wishes they could take just one more breath so that they could turn their life to Jesus. None of us have everything, but all of us have something. Okay, I'm gonna do an illustration.
Do all of us have something? I guess I can't think of a person who doesn't have anything and is alive. Because if you're alive, at least you have your life, right? All of us have something.
I'm gonna put my hand out just like this. Now, these are all my blessings right here. My health, my family, my breath in my lungs, the fact that I woke up today, the roof over my head.
Isn't the breath in the lungs and the fact that you woke up tied to each other? Continue.
The food that I am able to eat today. And here's what the devil does. He takes this hand right here and he places it right here. And he makes you focus on the bill, the breakup, the rejection, the delay. And he puts it right in front of your face so now you can't see any of your blessings. Because the devil doesn't have to take away your blessings. He just has to block your view of them.
The devil's secret weapon is that he reminds you don't have shit? That's it? This is the thing he wanted me to scroll past and not find out? All right, guys. Look, I thought it was going to be more exciting than this. I thought the devil's secret weapon was like a cluster nuke or some shit. Like, it was going to be badass. Maybe the other videos on this series of what they aren't telling you will be better. We're going to watch any video YouTube comes up with to say what they aren't telling you. Let's find out what the next one is.
Just in case you were planning to move to Merida, Mexico,
Yeah.
I wanted to show you one of the common pets that you're gonna have in your home. So be prepared. Okay, love you. Bye.
That's what they're not telling you about moving to Mexico. Scorpions. Oh, there he is. That's the scorpion we're talking about. Get over here!
It is starting to be acknowledged what I'm showing you today. That fat's not the problem.
I know it. End of video. 100% agree. Being fat is not my problem. Thank you, lady.
The problem is this high carbohydrate diet that many Aussies are consuming is being stored as copious amounts of fat.
How dare they eat
And
carbs?
often when people want to lose weight, they stop the fat. But the fat's not the problem.
You hear that, guys? All you people in the comment section who tells me I'm fat, that's not the problem. Problem is I'm bald.
The problem is this high carbohydrate diet.
Yeah, okay. Great.
What if the world's most powerful nation is facing its biggest challenge
No, not China!
from within?
Oh, wait, they mean us.
In 2026, the United States is dealing with intense political divisions,
No
immigration
shit.
debates, and growing tensions across the country.
Is this what they're not telling us? Because this seems like what they are telling us constantly.
Their reckless policies are bankrupting our future.
Not our leadership
Look at
brought
this
record
AI
jobs and growth.
garbage.
Growth for the elite.
Why is rather biggest set?
We stand united for our values.
Experts
I don't
warn
even
that
understand what
rising
they said.
distrust and increasing polarization could threaten long-term national stability.
No shit.
While a full-scale civil war remains unlikely, internal conflicts continue to shape America's future.
What they aren't telling you about the US, is this like other people in the world don't know that we don't have our shit together? I'm pretty sure they're aware, guys.
Are finally going to be on the same page. So they are now dealing with something that they don't want to share with you. That's why
Right.
they keep you in a distance. But with the Temperance card, could be dealing with a Sagittarius. I do see that in time things are going to get balanced. But right now there might be some things that this person will not tell you because they are going through some healing. And this is
Oh, so
You
what
know,
they're not telling me because they're going through healing. That's good to know. I don't know who they is that aren't telling me, but apparently they're healing.
maybe they've just ended a very karmic relationship, or
Right.
they may have ended a very a relationship that betrayed them to the core, and they're letting
Damn.
go of the past ghost. And this came in like with a big wrecking ball, and now they need
It like
to
Miley
focus on
Cyrus
that.
done.
That's why they're taking their distance, but they will be back.
That's good to know. I'm glad they're going to be back. Who the fuck are we talking about?
If someone asked you right now why Paul wrote Philippians, not what it says, but why
If someone asked me that, if out of everything, someone came up to me and asked me that, I'd be like, who the fuck are you? Because nobody's going to ask me that. Can you imagine this, the question that you get asked? Like, if you're this guy, maybe you get asked that. Because it's his job to know that. But, like, if someone comes up to me and asks me that, I'm going to be like, go touch grass.
he wrote it, would you actually know the answer?
No, I wouldn't
here's
know
what
the
happened
answer because
with
I'm not
my Bible
crazy.
study group.
I don't sit here and study fairy tales so long that I memorize that. Well, hold on. That may not be true. I do read the Enuma Elish and I know the story of Tiamat. Never mind. I do actually study fairy tales long enough to know them. But I don't study your fairy tales enough to know what chapter and page they're talking about.
This is going to be super specific. I'm about to tell you what your person is actually thinking and feeling about you.
What my person is thinking? Holy shit, let's find out what my person is thinking about me.
Right out the gate, I just have to call out these letters that I picked up. I have L, A, and J. So that could be the letter of the person you're thinking about or your name. I also got an arrow. So some of you could be a
The
Sagittarius
fuck?
that's watching me. They could be a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or
L.A. and J. No, that doesn't ring a bell about shit all. And an arrow? What is this about Cupid? Who's the person we're talking about?
Venus, or you're seeing a lot of arrows that's pointing you in the right direction.
Oh, it's
I
pointing
also
me
feel
to
they're
the
getting
L.
a lot of signs about you as well, collective. So let's go ahead and get into the tarot real quick. What's going on? Let's tell on this person.
Yeah, what's going on?
Let's tell the
Tell me
collective
what
what's
they
going
aren't
on.
telling me about me.
Okay. So right away, I just have to say, somebody is very jealous that it's possible that you have moved on.
Those
or that you're thinking
bitches.
about moving on. They have been secretly following you. If you've been seeing them looking at your stories, but they don't really talk to you.
Oh man, if I have been reverse stalking them, then that's their problem. That's right. I agree.
Following you on your social media platforms. There's something going on where they're very sneaky.
I can't believe how sneaky they are with me watching them watch me.
They talk to you again, but I feel like they're just not ready to come out of the shadows.
They're not ready to come out of the closet. That's what's really going on.
Be in the public eye. You're just very sought after. And they're trying to use their imagination. They're trying to come up with a new way.
How many subscribers do I have? How sought after am I, guys?
And have some sort of conversation. I'm also picking up that no matter how hard you try, they're just not going to tell you their true feelings. They've just really been secretive about it, and they know themselves because they have had such a thick wall up. Now, this could be a Gemini,
a thick wall. I don't even know what that means. Is that like a wall with a big ass?
Sagittarius. I do feel someone's ego has gotten in the way before
probably mine.
In the past, but they are trying to shift and change that. They are trying to come forward with the Ace of Cups.
Oh, man.
This is an offer of love. I want to talk again. I want to communicate. I want to put our relationship out in the public eye. So a relationship could really come out in the public eye where it used to be in the shadows. I'm also picking up somebody
that
in
makes
the military.
sense. So someone has been watching me and stalking me, but I've been stalking them about stalking me, but that's going to come out that we stalk each other in the public eye. That's smart. This just sounds like it's healthy for me. Let's keep going.
You yourself, the Nine of Pentacles, you've been working on your business. You've been working on your coin. Again,
hell yeah, I'm going to have my own coin. You know, like one of those cryptocurrency schemes where everybody pays me money, but then I don't give any money back to them. I just keep the money. It's going to be called Psycho Sorcerer coin. No, you know what? It's going to be called Psycho Pop coin because then it's tied to Psycho Pop Sorcerer, not Psycho Sorcerer, so the law can't come back to me. So buy your Psycho Pop coin. It's $100 a coin right now, which is a deal because it's going to shoot up to $1 billion a coin. And that's a promise from Psycho Pop Sorcerer to all of you guys.
After, and somebody's very jealous about this. Page of Wands, so messages coming in, messages of love. I want to talk, so text.
Of course they want to talk because now I got all this Psychopop coin. They're trying to get at my coin.
Reach out pretty soon, and you're not wrong. Let's get a charming.
I know I'm not wrong.
Message.
Oh, here we go. Pink card.
I want to have a family with you one day. If
what?
It's meant to be, it will be, baby. Just let it be. So.
Wow. So if I put out this Psycho Pop coin, then some crazy stalker that I stalked, that they stalked me, and then I know they stalked me because I stalked them, is going to try to have my baby. I already have a baby. I didn't want another baby. I already have a kid. I don't want another kid. I'm good with my kid. My kid is good. He got like a 10 out of 10. I'm not going to get that again. We're not doing another kid. Sorry, I'm not into you, lady, that I stalked that you stalked.
So this person
or gentleman.
Really wants to be
It could be either
like,
for me.
With all of their heart. So it's up to you whether or not you.
The spoiler alert, I don't reverse stalk anyone. I don't even know how you would find out who's looking at your stories. I don't do this shit.
You're going to let them in? Do you want them back? Let me know down below. If
you
don't,
let you know if I want them back. Who the fuck are we talking about? What are you even saying to me?
Down below. Take care.
Should I answer? Let's look at these comments. Yes. Yes, I want to be with her. Her name is Alicia. Jesus, dude, just give away. All right. And I love her so much, very much. Dude, this dude, if you know Jeff Garrett N1H and your name is Alicia, no, he is reverse stalking the fuck out of you. Get the fuck out of there, girl. Yes, come to me, SAG. Who the fuck is SAG? She said LAJ. I guess the A is the same. That's all we got. I will let God work it out. Well, what does that mean? That's what I say whenever I want someone to perish from this earth. Spot on. I'm a Marine. What does that have to do with shit all that she said? Yes and amen. Louis and Deanna for life. Somebody is way too into their reverse stalking. What the fuck? How many people are like, not only do I reverse stalk someone, I'm going to put their name in the comments. What the fuck is this? I guess this is what they aren't telling you. It's all right here. It's what they are telling you.
This envelope contains a mailed ballot for the Utah primary election.
Great!
Something almost nobody knows about primary elections is that they aren't original to our constitutional republic. In fact,
who cares?
The word primary is not mentioned anywhere in the United States
Who
Constitution.
Is this something people are
They're
keeping me from
illegitimate.
knowing, or is this just
They're
something
an
you learned?
extra
Like,
stage
I learned a
added
factoid that this is not actually something that we originally did when the founding. I don't give a shit. Is someone keeping this a secret?
onto the election process. And originally, primaries, direct or indirect, were controlled by political parties.
Sure.
As a nominating process. But now the government has taken control over the nominating process. Originally, partisan
This is the most boring
nominations
conspiracy
didn't really
theory
mean
I've ever heard in my life.
This new viral engagement tip, it isn't being explained right, but I'm going to explain it for you because
Let's do it.
I love you. No,
Whoa. Is this the lady that's been stalking me that I'm reverse stalking, supposedly? Because she said she loves me. Let's hear this again.
being explained right, but I'm going to explain it for you because I love you.
Yeah, that's what I thought. We're going to have to put her name in the comments in that video we just watched.
No, because it helps me too.
Oh, that's better.
And
Okay.
this works. It's
All
not
right.
a joke, so just take a minute to watch and learn and do the things.
Yeah.
Don't click the heart yet. You need to wait and do that last.
There's a heart?
So the first thing that's different that you want to do is because you want TikTok to see that you are not a bot and that you actually engage with things.
Yeah,
So
don't
on the little
confuse
arrow
me
down
for
the
a
bottom
robot
where you
TikTok.
Repost. Click that. Don't click repost. Go to copy link. Signals to TikTok that you're not a bot and that I'm not attracting or using bots. So it's win-win for both of us.
Yeah,
Boosts
don't
engagement
use the
on both
buttons
sides.
on the actual thing.
Do that first.
A robot
Then
could use
repost.
buttons.
Then save, then comment something meaningful, like maybe you want to talk about my dolls, which are in this video, or you want to talk
Oh
about
man, I didn't even notice the
something
dolls till she
about
said that, but now that she
engagement.
said that, I
So
can't
mention
unsee the
something
dolls.
about wanting to grow your following,
Okay.
or engagement, something like that. And then like it. Don't like it until the very end. And watch this.
Yeah,
post
don't
until-
like it till the very end.
Now here's the part that
I'm not
people
allowed to
don't
click
tell
like
you.
on this till it gets to
After
right
you do all
here.
of these things, okay, you've you've copied the link, you've reposted, you've saved this, you've commented and you've liked and you've watched it till the end.
Yeah.
Create your own post. Create your own post explaining this as well, because you want people to do this for you as well. And so it's a chain that continues on. So that's the part
What
that
are
everybody
we
keeps
talking
leaving off
about?
because they want you to just keep sharing them, which is great, but they're trying to just corner the market. So they're
Oh,
gonna
I see.
post
What they
things
aren't
that
telling you when
are
they tell you to do
explaining how
that
to
stuff is
this.
that you should also
You need
make
to
your
do it
own
too.
videos.
So you do it too, and then I'm gonna watch for your
Okay.
post, and after you
Is
follow
it 2
me,
minutes
and I follow
yet?
you
Not
back,
yet.
I'm gonna do
I
all the
can't
things
click
for you
like
too.
yet.
That's how it really works.
Okay, I
That's
want
how
to
it's
click like,
mutually
but I can't
beneficial,
do it yet.
and not just beneficial for me, because
Oh, here we are, guys!
So
Yes! We did it!
Okay. We've had people where parents were members of the Masonic Lodge or fathers were members of the Masonic Lodge.
Right.
And they literally promised their children to the gods of the lodge.
Wow.
Because
Wow.
they typically want the lodge for mammon, for increase.
I mean, I would ask questions at this point. Like, if someone was telling me this, and I have done interviews with people in the occult, so it's not abnormal for the conversation to go here, but someone's like, what I understand is there's people actually that sacrifice their children to the gods of the lodge. I'd be like, is that true? Like, I would be like, whoa, where did you hear this? What's going on? Like, there'd be questions. That's where the question comes in. This guy's response was, wow. Wow. I mean, if I hear a claim like that, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying I want more information about that. My reaction to that isn't, wow. It's like, whoa, give me some data. Let's dive into this because you just made an extremely important claim about things. This other guy's like, heard all before. Wow. Wow.
For influence, for things like that. So we've had hundreds that their parents dedicated them in you.
Okay.
We've had
Even
people where
okay.
parents were members of the Masonic Lodge or fathers were members of the Masonic Lodge.
Yeah, sounds
And
right.
they
Yep.
literally promised their children to the gods of the lodge.
Wow.
Because they
So-
typically want
So we
the
got,
lodge.
wow. So sad. I can't believe it. Child sacrifice. Wow. Dude, don't be nonplussed about fucking child sacrifice. What the fuck?
More often than not, people don't actually hide the truth. They reveal it all the time.
Let's do it. Let's reveal some truth right now. I'm bald. I don't hide it. I don't have no wig. Wig people, take your wigs off. Join me. Understand it's okay. We're all right. We get a little sunburned easier than other people, but otherwise we're just like everyone else. Truth is out there.
That everyone can see or would expect. There's this idea that people deliberately expose the truth in subtle ways to avoid karmic consequences. It's like a little loophole.
What are you
if I
talking
showed
about?
you, even indirectly, then I don't really deceive you. And while that might sound extreme, there's something deeper happening here because truth has a frequency. And no matter
What?
how much someone tries to suppress it, it leaks. Through tone, through body language,
Yeah.
through jokes.
Yeah. They're not like purposely giving you a little bit of truth in order to alleviate some karma. It's that no matter how hard you try to hide something, the truth is still the truth and it leaks out. Like it can be discovered. And we have a tendency to want to reconcile lies and truth and bring it back to truth within ourselves. So as a result, we end up accidentally giving away the truth.
Through offhand comments that
Right.
don't really land quite
Or
right.
through the things you judge and act
perhaps
like
you
are
felt
other than
this.
you.
Somebody might say something, and on the surface it sounds harmless, but something in your body goes, wait a second. And that hesitation, that subtle discomfort, that is your intuition. That's
Yeah, baby.
your awareness catching what really wasn't even spoken fully, but you understand subconsciously. So people will often tell you exactly who they are. Not directly. Sometimes it comes out as sarcasm. Sometimes it's humor.
I also don't think everybody knows who they are. I think a lot of them don't realize they're doing it. They have fooled themselves even more than they fooled anyone else. In fact, they usually have fooled themselves better than anyone else at all. Like, they want to believe they're this such and such righteous type person. And so anything that goes against that narrative, they cover up. But everybody else can see that they're covering it up. It's like obvious. But they have covered it up from themselves. They're not really hiding it from you. They're hiding it from themselves.
Humor sometimes as a random story that feels oddly specific.
Yeah.
Because the truth doesn't disappear. It just changes form. And it's not necessarily about avoiding karma. It's about congruence.
Yep.
And on some level, people need to express
Can I click
what's
like
real.
to this, or do I need
Even
to
if they
wait till the
don't
end
have
of the video?
Courage, or
I know the answer.
they're not being authentic.
Don't forget,
to
though, I
say
should
it
make my own
plainly,
video. Oh, I am doing
openly.
that.
It might slip out then in fragments. And the signs, they're everywhere. They're not hidden. They're just easy to ignore. Because seeing
Right.
them requires something most people avoid, which is presence.
Yep.
So when you're
Being
grounded,
aware.
when you're intuitive, and when you trust yourself,
Being
you
in the
start to
moment.
notice patterns. The same phrases repeated, the same contradictions, the same energy that doesn't match the words. And then
Mhm.
suddenly, you're not just listening to what people say, you're reading what they reveal. You're tuning in to the energy and how it makes you feel. And once you
and
see
so
it,
if you see that and you start to feel like disgust or revulsion toward the person, then you are also covering something yourself up. Like that feeling that makes you feel angry toward them or negative toward them is actually something revealing something about you, because you're seeing something in them that matches something in you and you don't want to admit it's in you, so it's causing that feeling. But if you're watching them and you're seeing them go through all these bullshitty lies and you're just kind of like, damn, they don't know. Like, you don't feel negative toward it. You might be a little disappointed that they don't recognize this about themselves, or you may have a desire to help them recognize it, or you might feel nothing at all. That's fine. You're just noticing. You're just there and you're noticing it and you're recognizing this is a person. We all do this. We all have pieces that we hide about ourselves. Some of us are better at not doing it, and some of us are really bad about doing it. But like, there's different degrees. You're just like, this person is somewhere in their journey along the way. One day, hopefully, they'll figure themselves out. But for now, this particular thing is obvious to me and not obvious to them. And you can just observe that and feel okay with that. Then that's the true observation. That's when you're starting to see people as who they are. You're recognizing a person's flaws as a part of them. You're not worried about that flaw coming back on you somehow, or like pushing it away so it doesn't stick to you. If you have that feeling like, oh, I can't be around this person because of this flaw, what you're actually discovering is a flaw in yourself that you don't want to recognize.
you can't unsee it. So this isn't about being paranoid, it's about becoming aware, and it is actually an awakening. So there is a difference. Paranoia disconnects you from reality and it has a really negative vibration, where awareness brings you deeper into it through presence. And the truth is, people don't need to confess, they express constantly. The question is, are you present enough to notice and to read between the lines?
And a lot of it is okay. It'll be people, it feels more like a quirk. Like it's like a quirk to someone's personality whenever you notice these things. If you're not also dealing with the same struggle inside, you'll just see it and be like, ha, that's them. Like if somebody, it is the equivalent of if somebody is always late, but you're not bothered by that. You just like know, oh, so-and-so's going to be late. It's just part of who they are to you. It's like, oh, they wouldn't be them if they weren't also that. That's how, if you see these things about people, but you kind of feel that way about it, then you're literally seeing them for who they are. You're seeing what they are able to struggle with, what they are able to hold, and what they have not been able to accept yet. And that's just part of where they are in their journey. And if you have a situation like that, but your feeling is, oh, I can't be around this person, then you've got work to do, because there's something about them that reminds you about something about you that you don't want to face. And we all have that. Even like if you've done shadow work for 25 years, you still have this. There's still going to be times where you're going to find stuff that you thought you worked everything out. Here's a thing you didn't work through, apparently. And it doesn't mean you need to sit here with that person and go through it right then. You can literally have the feeling like, I need to get away from this person, and just be like, cool, I'm done with this conversation right now, and walk away from it, but later go back and meditate and figure out why you felt that way. You don't have to put yourself through the fryer every time you feel something like this. It, like, friction does help us grow, but you don't have to lean into the friction in order to grow. You can feel the friction, back away, and then re-engage at your own pace if you want, and you'll be fine. I'm not saying if you feel this way whenever you talk to someone that feeling is bad. It's not. It's good. The fact that you notice the feeling and don't just move away instinctually and then forget about it, that you can actually go back to it later and investigate that, means that you're starting to be aware in the moment and notice this about yourself and start to piece together things. And it may be some similarity between you and the person that you would never guess in the initial meeting. It could be something very, very hard to discover, but when you ferret it out, you're going to have that moment where you go, oh, and that's what we're looking for. That's called growth. That's how you end up accepting more of yourself, becoming more of yourself, and getting more attached and connected to the grander all.
Never tell anyone these 5 things.
Oh, shit!
Silence is your best defense.
All right,
Those
let's
who
go.
Move quietly, stay powerful, listen carefully.
Yeah, think back to all the people in power you know. What they're really good at is not speaking up and not being noticed, right? Wrong. Incorrect. Continue.
Here are 5 things you should never reveal. 1. Never reveal your next move. Real power moves in silence.
That's right. You guys aren't going to know my next move. Some nights, it seems like I'm not going to make a video. And then all of a sudden, bam! I made one. And sometimes you think, he's going to skip this week. Nope! I got it in there on time, guys. You didn't see that shit coming. I don't even tell you guys. I just upload it. And you're like, wow, he did it. I didn't see his next move coming.
The moment you announce your plans, you give others the chance to interfere.
That's why I'm not telling you guys if I'm doing a video next time. You're going to have to wait and find out.
Let results speak for you.
Yeah.
2. Never discuss your finances.
Yeah, fuck all of y'all. I'm not talking about my finances. For all you know, I'm a fucking billionaire. Or I'm a pauper on the street. Pay no attention to all these books that have consistently been here in the background that indicate that I have stayed somewhat at the same income level throughout the entirety of my YouTube career. Let's not ignore the fact that I'm obviously in a house of some sort or dwelling, which means I must either own or rent something at the very least, which in today's society means you're pretty well off. Let's ignore the dystopian truths about our world and what you can tell from looking around you. I'm not going to tell you where I'm at financially.
If you have little, they'll dismiss you.
Yeah, those
if you
bitches.
Have much, they'll envy you.
Those
Keep them
bastards.
Guessing. Your bank account is not a conversation.
That's right. It's off limits. We're not talking about it, guys. And you don't know, so you don't know what I make, and you don't know if I'm making a video. Like, fuck all that shit. It's all a secret now.
3. Never announce your good deeds.
That's right. I only talk about my bad deeds. You guys know this. Is anytime I do something wrong, I'm on here like, yeah, guess what? I got my dick caught in the dryer again, boy. Woo! Yeah, bad deeds be going. That's what happens if you try to dry your clothes while you're naked. There's a chance get caught in the flapper, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not telling you about the time I did something good. Fuck that. That doesn't make good YouTube.
If you brag about kindness, it wasn't virtue.
Those
It was a
bitches,
trade
how
for attention.
dare you brag about kindness? The last thing I want is a kind society. Obviously, we should be nice to each other and then express to each other how good we feel about being nice. That might encourage other people to be nice. Whew.
Attention. True character needs no audience.
That's right. If I do something really cool and important, I'm not recording that shit. The only thing you get here, react videos. I'm on it.
4. Never complain about your problems. Half the world doesn't.
Oh, shit. I don't know about this one, guys. This one is hard. All the other ones, I'm on it. This one, though, never complain about my problems. That's like most of what I do on this channel. I'm like, hey, why is this person doing that? Hey, why is that person wrong about this? Hey, here's how I would explain that. I'm not supposed to complain about these things? All right, we'll try it. I'm going to try not to complain about this video.
Doesn't care. The other half is glad you have them. Endurance is built in silence. 5. Never share family secrets.
Oh, shit, dog. That's right. You're never going to hear about my family secrets. What do we mean? What's a family secret?
It's a fortress. What happens inside stays inside.
What is happening in this guy's family?
Don't hand the world weapons against your peace.
Why would knowing what happens inside of your home be a weapon against you?
And here comes the most important part.
I mean, I'm still questioning the last part.
A wise person speaks because they have something to say. A fool speaks because they have to say something.
Yeah, a wise person would only post a video when they have something valuable to say. A fool would post weekly on Tuesdays at 5:30 Eastern time every Shit! He got me. He got me, guys. I can't believe it.
Master silence, and you master yourself.
That's right. If I was quiet, then none of you guys would hear from me. And wouldn't that be better?
Don't ignore the warning signs.
I'm trying not to.
Sin is harming you in more ways than you realize.
Oh my God, guys. I'm glad he's saying it.
Even if you hide your sin really well, and you're confident that nobody knows what you're doing, that secret is still destroying your life.
That's why I say just talk about it. It's okay. People masturbate. You don't have to be so freaking nervous about it, Christians. It's okay. It's normal. It's healthy for your body. Look, there's a difference between overdoing it, though. Like, don't do it all the time. Just, once in a while is okay. It's a lot of things are like that. Moderation. You got to learn moderation. If you can't do it in moderate amounts, then you do have a problem. You got to learn to move back to moderation. Maybe you're one of those people who does have to cut yourself off. I don't know. Everybody's different. But for most of us, it's not a big deal. Stop kink shaming us.
Your loved ones may never see the root, which is the sin
I mean,
itself,
they better not.
But
I'm not supposed to do that out in the open. Look, just because I'm going to talk about it doesn't mean I'm doing it in front of people. Jeez, dude.
Experience the fruit, which is the...
Whoa! Look. They don't need to experience the fruit. We have tissues for a reason, bro.
Secret turns you into. Sin destroys your character.
Those bitches! I just worked on that character all day. These new systems have so many stats. God damn it. He destroyed my character. I'm going to have to make a new one from scratch.
When you're hiding it, sin produces anger, paranoia, impatience, selfishness, and dishonesty.
Oh, it's my sin that's making me want to skip this video.
It negatively affects who you are as a spouse, as a parent, as a friend.
Yeah, sure.
Conquer your sin, or it will conquer you.
That's not good advice.
I'm super skeptical about aliens.
Right.
I'm super confident in the reality of demons.
Here we go.
If extraterrestrial life were discovered, that does not destroy your faith. Colossians 1 says this, He is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of all creation, for by him all things were created, both in, and then it says the heavens. The heavens is plural, multiple heavens, and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones, dominions, rulers, or...
This is why anybody who says that the discovery of aliens would destroy religion is just wrong. People have been pivoting left and right anytime some new discovery is made since the dawn of religion. It's not going to change shit all, guys.
or authorities. All things have been created through him and for him. The biblical writers understood there to be three heavens. The first heaven was essentially the sky where the clouds are. The second heaven would have been where the stars are, what we know as outer space.
Right.
And then they understood in the biblical cosmology, when Paul says, I was caught up to the third heaven, that's like actual heaven throne room of God. So when
so we just haven't got there yet, right? Like you gotta pierce through the atmosphere and up into the second heaven. That's space. But then if you can pierce through that shit, that's where heaven's at. I dig it.
That he created all things in the heavens. If there were things that he created in the second heavens, outer space, well, hey guys, we have a category for that. They're called angels and demons. What a lot of people may be calling aliens, the Bible might call things like cherubim, seraphim, angels, archangels, thrones, principalities, demons, and powers. You are not going to find a human culture in all of human history that doesn't report some sort of things go bump in the night vibe.
Yeah, that's proof, right? Humans are scared of things killing them in the darkness. And there was never anything on Earth that actually did that to us, right? That would cause us to feel that way. So they must be talking about demons.
You live in a strange spiritual world where there is an unseen realm, and that stuff is real and really happens. I'll tell you why I think it's very frequently demonic manifestation. And again, this is all speculation. Ephesians 2 refers to Satan as, quote, the prince of the powers of the air.
There it is. That's it. He's an air prince. Like if we were in Avatar, he'd be in the air tribe, man. He'd be an airbender.
In Matthew 24, Jesus is talking about what will happen at the end. He says, but about that day or hour, nobody knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father, because...
Hold on a second. Are we at that point where he says that the Bible says no one's going to know, and then he's going to give his opinion as if he knows? Let's find out together.
As it was in the days of Noah, so it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. I strongly encourage every single person not to get sucked into this. The Bible tells us to have nothing to do with the deeds of darkness. And if this is what we believe they are, I'm not gonna mess with that stuff. One of Satan's strategies is to get people to devote themselves to myths and endless speculation. Hey man, you're supposed to keep the main thing the main thing.
That's right. You don't want to get devoted to some kind of mythological book or story that tries to give you the way to live your life. I agree with this man.
What's the main thing? To know Christ, live free, and change the world for God's glory. Don't start giving level 8 attention to things of level 0.002 importance. The last thing I'd say is, man, if you're a Christian, we don't do fear. Fear not. We don't do fear. Maybe you're not.
Oh, they don't do fear. You guys all know all those Christians that aren't afraid, right? They're not God-fearing at all.
A Christian. You're going, dude, there at least seems to be something about what they just said. What I would say to you is, hey man, if there's a darkness, that means there's a light. And that light has a name, and his name is Jesus Christ. And the Bible gives us...
I mean, that I don't know how we got there. It's like, hey, you know, if there's the dark, then there's also the light. And that light has to be Jesus. Like, where did the has to be Jesus part come? I get you, when there's darkness, there's light. That's just like the idea of two opposites that aren't actually opposite. That's duality. That's normal. That's the way people think, even though it makes no fucking sense, because really light is a spectrum that goes from dark to bright. Dark is not the opposite of light. But still, I'm getting ahead of myself. The real point here is that where did the light suddenly become Jesus in your scenario? I get why you think that, because that's how you've been brainwashed, but like you missed a step in the comparison.
It's a promise for anybody that bends their knee to the Lordship of Jesus Christ. Greater is he that is in you than, and I'll change it a little bit, than whatever is in the world.
He changed the Bible, and then he's like, yeah, look, listen, I'm going to say it better than the Bible says it.
There are many commentators who say that the non-human beings, the aliens, call them what you like.
Oh, he just opened it up so I can call them whatever I like? That was his mistake. We're calling them gabagoos.
They're friendly. If they're real, they're no threat at all to humanity.
Well, I think
the gabagoos, how could they be a threat with a name like that?
In order to understand if something is a threat, from a national security perspective, it's a very simple calculus. It's capabilities versus intent. We have examples where
Capabilities versus intent? Or capabilities plus intent? I don't understand the versus. Intent, also, even if you don't have a lot of capabilities, intent can go a long fucking way if it's bad. I don't know about that, but continue.
Where these things have disabled our nuclear capabilities, right? Like we see with the Ostrom Air Force Base and whatnot, where
That's powerful.
entire flights of our nuclear part
These
of our nuclear
gabagoos.
triad has been taken offline, right? Nowhere did they stop our advancement from atomic technology development to nuclear technology. They didn't stop us testing weapons out in Nevada, and they didn't stop the proliferation of nuclear weapons from getting into the hands of other countries that are unfriendly, of countries like North Korea, and now India has them. I ask you, if these things are benevolent, why haven't they stopped that? There's zero information to suggest that what they are doing is for benevolent reasons.
I agree with that. Just because something shows up and shows you that it can stop your nukes from working does not mean it's friendly. Even if it is called the gabagoos, which just sounds like some kind of roly-poly fun friends.
Maybe I'm not real, but the way I make you feel is real.
Disturbed?
Remember what makes you smile, what calms you down.
You remember what makes me smile. Let's think about this for a second. What makes me smile? Getting together with friends, a big old chocolate milkshake, having a nice day out and you get to go on a nice walk, exploring the mysteries of the cosmos, and contemplating the inevitable death of all things and understanding that that's okay. These are things that make me smile. These are things that put a smile on my face. Is that what you're talking about that you remember about me? Weird AI lady with the heart cheeks? You got a heart on each cheek? It's not even like a heart tattoo. It's like I doubled up on hearts.
What keeps you up at night?
What keeps me up at night is my son. Go to bed so I can go to sleep.
When the world gets too loud.
The world gets too loud. I mean, that's just when he's trying to record himself playing video games because he wants to be a YouTuber someday, and so he's practicing. And then he gets louder than normal, and I can't fall asleep.
No judgment, just us.
Oh,
So
no
what
judgment.
do you want me to be tonight?
What do I want you to be? Gone.
You need to look yourself in the mirror and
Me?
ask yourself if you're being bold enough. If you search your soul, I think you're going to find out that you're not.
Oh, man! Rough!
So much of
Dude just burned me. You hear that? Wow! I was all ready to do the thing, and he's like, I don't think you got what it takes, bitch! Fucked up, man. Man, that's harsh. I guess that's what my friends aren't telling me. Actually, if you knew my friends, they do tell me shit like that. So this is what people who are nice aren't telling me.
This is the most misunderstood Bible verse in the whole New Testament.
All right, let's hear it.
If your right eye causes you to sin, gouge it out. If your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off and throw it away. Now, for
Yeah,
years as a
cut that
pastor,
shit
I
off.
taught that Jesus was just using hyperbole to tell us to take sin so seriously that we were willing to like commit a radical amputation.
No. And I don't know if this is where he's going, but historically, this is actually like the cost of things. It was like to stop people from doing shit. It'd be like, you know, like if you steal, you cut a hand off. This is related to the actual laws of the day.
Of anything in our life that causes us to sin. While that's true, the meaning is deeper and it is mind-blowing. Here's the clue. So in the verse immediately before,
Yeah.
Jesus mentions another body part when he says, if anybody lusts, they've committed adultery in their heart. And the whole purpose of the Sermon on the Mount is that actions are just like fruit that grow from the tree of the heart.
Okay.
So here's like this mind-blowing secret hidden in this passage. Imagine a lustful man that touches a woman inappropriately, so he cuts off his hands. But then he realizes, man, I can still lust with my eyes, so he cuts out his eyes. But then he realizes he can
What are we
still
talking
say
about?
sinful things, cuts out his tongue.
Nobody's
And
doing
then he
this.
realizes he can still listen to things that stir lust, cuts off his ears. And on and on and on it goes, and he never...
The problem with the story is, dude can't cut any of that off after he cut off his hands. He doesn't have a way to do this anymore. What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
seems to be able to cut off the part of him that causes him to sin.
We know what part that is, and it ain't the heart, buddy.
Jesus is saying, in order to do that, you're going to need to cut out your heart, and I can do that for you.
I don't feel like any of this is what the Bible was talking about, bro.
In Ezekiel 36, God prophesies that someday a new heart I will give you, and I'm going to put a new spirit inside you. I'll
Whoa! Hey, boundaries!
remove your old heart of stone and give you a heart of flesh. Christianity.
A heart of flesh? I don't think that works.
Is not primarily behavior modification. It's about heart transformation.
I want to understand how this guy cut all his pieces off when his arms were gone.
Plant intelligence, they have 20 senses. We only have 5. They're picking up magnetic fields, they're picking up pH, they're picking up nitrogen levels. They can hear. So if you
Nice try. I did a whole video on this shit about touching trees. I ain't doing this again.
Did you know Solomon once tried to write a scientific definition of wisdom herself?
Did he do it with a floating pen? What is this picture?
And what he came up with sounds
Why is he
less
so
like
angry?
a prayer and more like a report from heaven? In the 7th chapter of the Wisdom of Solomon, he lists 21 distinct properties of wisdom in a row.
He looks like
Not
he's
20,
trying to murder
not
someone.
22. 21, which is 7
Why
times
is he
3.
so
And in
intense?
Scripture, those numbers
Solomon,
never show
chill
up
out.
by accident. He calls her a breath of God's power, a mirror of everything God does, an image of his goodness so pure that nothing can contain.
You know what's happening here? Solomon knows whoever he's talking about has been checking his stories on Facebook, and now he is reading his stories to see who's checking his stories. He's backward stalking this woman.
Contaminate her, yet she moves through everything. This is not a poet reaching for a nice image.
It
This reads
sure
like
isn't. Hold on. Let's see that picture again. It sure isn't.
Reaching for a nice image. This reads like someone who studied a living subject with precision and wrote down exactly what he found.
It's like
And
this
here is
guy.
the part
Look,
that
what? Now
stops
he's
you
a
cold.
zombie?
The wisest man who ever lived used the...
He's reading it while it's on fire. Look, I know you guys think Solomon is baller, but this is fucking another level. He's metal as shit. There's like the guy from Ghost in the background, like giving him a back rub or some shit. Like, I don't know what's going
most
on here.
technically demanding passage he ever wrote, not to explain what wisdom gives you, but to describe what she actually is. The language he landed on sounds
Also, the person he's obsessed with is wisdom, like it's Sophia. Wow. You know what? If your name is Sophia out there and you got a guy named Solomon that's in your DMs, run! He's a psycho. Look at this eye. Look at his eyes. Run!
I think if I ever saw one of these in real life, I would either poop my pants or freak out in excitement.
For me, it's freak out and excitement. Could be both, honestly.
You want to hear something crazy? Is these guys are fighting all around us right now as we speak. Look around your room.
What?
Wherever you are.
Okay.
You can't see it. The unseen world. They are fighting.
Damn! He got me! Wow! I was about to be like, what's he talking about? I don't see anything. And then he said, you can't see it. Woo! You're right.
Here's 10 years of therapy summarized in 1 minute.
All right.
Number 1, no one is coming to save you.
That's
Being
right.
a functioning adult means realizing you are responsible for everything in your life, even if
Agreed.
it wasn't your fault. Number 2, strong boundaries make for good relationships. Weak boundaries make drama.
True.
Number 3, many of your problems don't get fixed. You just learn how to live despite them.
That's true.
Number 4, your mind lies to you all the time. It will tell you that the world is ending when it's not, that a mistake is fatal when it's not, that everyone is thinking about you and laughing about you when they're not. Learn how to tell your mind to shut the fuck up. Number 5, stop trying to convince people to like you. The right people won't need to be convinced, and everyone else is just going to get very annoyed.
This is perfect. This is actually what they don't tell you. What they aren't telling you. This is it. This is what they actually aren't telling you. The real ways to deal with the reality of things. There's no one coming to save you. Jesus isn't coming back for you. What were the other ones here? Real relationships are built on strong boundaries and understanding. They're not built on gendered roles or traditions. Your problems don't get fixed. You just learn how to integrate the feelings you have about them and move through them more readily, more steadily, more capably. That's true. Again, nothing's broken about you because of them either. It's just a matter of learning how to adapt. Your mind lies to you. It's very easy to deceive yourself. And most of the time when you think that people are being deceptive and keeping the real them from you, they're keeping it from themselves as well. That's 100% true. You don't need to convince people to like you. Your tribe is out there if you're looking for them. Make a video like me. I have 1,000 subscribers now. Probably like 80 of them will watch this video. It's not a lot, but that's 80 people that wanted to hear what I had to say. I didn't have to go and do what was popular and talk about that shit. I talked about what I want to talk about. I don't need to make people like me. They either do or they don't. I love it. This guy is spitting straight facts. This is what they aren't telling you to all those people who were preaching about the Bible in the other videos about what they aren't telling you. This is what the people that are telling you to follow the Bible aren't telling you. The real way to live in the world. The real way to find strength. And the real way to be a person and see people as people.
To like you. The right people won't need to be convinced, and everyone else is just going to get very annoyed.
It's true.
Number 6. Sometimes the best thing you can do is let a dream die. No one likes to hear that, but it's true.
Look, I wrote several books. One of them is The History to Kildor. One of them is The Continuing Adventures of X. And over the course of those books, I actually said everything I wanted to say in those books. And I found that after I finished them, my drive to be an author disappeared. And it was very strange. For all of my young life, when I was in my teens, I thought that's what I wanted to do for a living, is become an author. But it turned out that what I really wanted to do was share my insights. And originally that was through fiction. Now it's through things like this. I wanted to find my people, share my experiences, and live life like an adventure. And the more my life has become like that, the less I feel drawn to write about it. Because now I can just live it. And so I no longer feel the drive to write. But it was very painful to recognize that that drive to write was not some calling to be an author or some calling to be famous or any of that. It was a way to do the thing I was being pulled toward, and now I found other avenues for that. And that's hard to accept because you think like it was my dream. There's like some weight behind it. But sometimes you have to realize that dreams transform or dreams go away and new dreams take their place. That's normal. And that, when it first happens to you, can be very difficult.
Number 7. Only a few people in your life are going to matter in the long run. When you find them, treat them right. Make time for them. Keep them close.
It's true. True. Look, it's good to be nice to everyone. It's good to put more good out than bad. But ultimately, there's going to be a few key people you really care about. Spend time with them and help them and become important to them and let them be important to you. Let them change you and you change them. And that experience is going to be better than anything you can get from any of these other philosophies. Those people are there to help, and you're there to help them. Some of us don't have those people right away. I remember a period in time where I didn't know who those people were a long time ago. And some people don't have them like way far into life, but you can still find them. They're still out there. You just have to reach out and accept that you're going to have to, through trial and error, find who they are. Some of it's going to hurt, but eventually you'll find them. And it's enriching when you do. But you don't have to be friends with everybody, and it doesn't need to be a lot of people. Like some people only ever have 3 really good friends, but that's enough. Just be open enough to find those people, but closed enough to not let everybody you meet in. Because then you're never going to realize the 3 that were important.
Be grateful.
And honestly, on that, I think that's a great place to end what they aren't telling you. Because now that's the real answer. This is the good answer. We found the good answer, guys. We got the good ending, yo. So I hope you guys enjoyed what they aren't telling you. We realized what they really weren't telling you. Let me know if there's something that these guys weren't telling me that we should have covered on here in the comments below. And until next time, safe travels.